today on Marvelous Inventions for the Kindly Hearted, we have got the Barkbuster LEDs. Now, they come in indicator and daylight driving light. I opted for the latter. Why? Well, because these are not available in South Africa at the moment. Regardless, so what comes in the packet? 2 of these, screws, bits, backing plates, the cutout file, depending on which protective cover you've got. You cut this out, you stick it there, and then you drill the holes. Relatively straightforward. What irks me though is there is no wattage. What do these things draw? I mean, Okay, the instruction manual says just to splice these into your headlights. Does anyone else see a problem with that? I do. Well, basically, with these little piggybacks, they splice into the wires and then they draw current from it. Personally, I'm not a big fan of this. The headlight's already drawing, 55, 60 watts for its H4 lamp. Now you're adding an unknown wattage. Okay, for argument's sake, let's say these things each draw, 10 watts? Maybe 5 watt. Regardless, but that's a total number, another 10 watts on the power system. Is the wire designed to handle that, or is it just bare minimum? It either takes 60 watts just for the globe, anything above that, the wire will go ahead. You see what I mean here? Okay, so I'm going to wire these with a different harness, plus a switch, which is somewhere here, there, to the handlebar. So I can turn them on and off, and the only thing I'll be splicing here into the headlight is a park light sensor. Well, basically the lights will turn off if I forget to leave them on if I turn off the key. Simple, right? Comes with its own relay, waterproof, there. But it's a bit overkill for 10, 15 watts of extra LEDs, so I thought, why not go a bit Christmas lighty today? So I still have 2 of these white LEDs. These are about 1.5 or 2 watts, 3 watts, whatever. And where I'll be mounting them is underneath the radiator. So it'll really break up, well, if you see me in your rearview mirror, it'll be the H4 globe, plus the 2 Barkbuster white lights, and the bottom 2, so it's a 6 lighter. 6 lighter? Yeah, never mind. Okay, let's get going. There we go. So you cut that out. It says there, place against the screw, against the raised lip, and then we use a 4mm and an 8mm, and we draw through it. Let's do that. Just deburr the edges a little, pull the wire through, and then got to put the backing plate on, screws, and tighten that. And now the other one. And done. Hopefully the last time I have to take the electronics apart. So, here we go. Nice little white LEDs hidden away. A little bit loose. Have to tighten this again. Where is it? Where is it loose? Yeah, it's just the aluminum. It's so thin. Both sides. Then indicators, obviously. The Barkbusters. I went for upstairs instead of downstairs, else it'll blend too easily with indicators. If that makes sense. And then, obviously, the switch linked to the side light. So, tell you what, let's turn off the lights. Whoa. And here's the end result. Quite bright. These lights, look, at least you're seeing your tires, at least. In terms of light-wise, there's a little bit more light this side, a little bit more that side. Now we can at least see the road better. Or, what was the point of this exercise? To become more noticeable? Yeah, that's more noticeable, definitely. Worth it. And that was the Barkbuster daylight driving install. Last bit of information, the screw that goes in here is a bit short, so I put a big, longer one in. You know, bigger, longer, harder, uncut. It does poke a little out of the plastic, but it's a minor blemish. But at least this thing won't rattle away. The bottom one, you really have to put some force in it to grab. And then wiring wise, look here. You see this, okay, ignore that screw, but this is the flat end. And the cable basically is inside that channel, it comes out here, gets held, and all what you have to do then is cable tie it maybe once, twice, route it into your electronics away from everything. That's the biggest concern. But I like it. It's a nice mod for safety and visibility. Indicators, I'm sure, would be an upgrade, but yeah, it's a bit too much. I like this white, clear, black, clean look. I like that. Hope you do too. Yeah, there's also neon, I know. But, gentlemen, that is it. There's nothing else I want to add to this bike. It's been done. And now comes the fun part, the presentation of the final unit, as well as a dyno run to see how much power she puts out. I'll keep you posted.